Introductory Back Arch 2. Jane begins by placing 2 medium-height blocks near the end of her mat in a T shape. She places a blanket on the block closer to the end. Then she sits near the middle of her mat and lies back. Jane wants the lower block to be below her shoulder blades as her head rests on the upper block. Next, she positions her body as if she is doing Tadasana, lying down. Finally, she lets her arms and legs roll out and begins to relax. Jane's head is tilted back so her chin is higher than the spot between her eyebrows. If she stays in this position, she won't be able to relax. Instead, she wants the spot between her eyebrows to be slightly above the point of her chin. Folding the blanket will let her lift her head. To complete the pose, Jane lifts her head slightly to remove the block and blanket. As she continues to relax, her head may release to the floor. To exit, Jane uses her hands to lift her head to level. Then she bends her left leg, putting her foot flat on the floor. Without shifting her hips, she uses her elbow and foot to roll to her right. She then uses her hands and arms to push herself up to a seated position. Let's watch Jane's skeleton in this back arch. As she goes into the pose, we can see her shoulder blades are not supported by the lower block. Her head rests on the upper block with a spot between her eyebrows slightly higher than the point of her chin. Jane aligns her body as if doing Tadasana before letting her arms and legs relax. To complete the pose, Jane removes the block and blanket from behind her head. Then she continues to relax. Her head will release closer to the floor as her upper back opens. To exit, Jane uses her hands to lift her head to level. Then she places her left foot flat on the floor. She uses her left foot and elbow to roll to the right without shifting her hips. Then she uses her hands and arms to push herself up to a seated position.